Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Gabriela. I make videos about astrology, veganism, self-care, and basically anything else I feel like talking about. So welcome, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for joining the family. I thought last video, I was thinking of a name that I could call our little family here on YouTube, and I was thinking of star babies because we are all stars. I don't know, give me any ideas if you have ideas for what we should call our little community here. The weather is interesting in LA today. I've got some spotty sun, so forgive me for those lighting changes. Also, before I start this video, I want to remind you that the Yod Watch giveaway closes December 10th. It's international. You can win $180 of store credit towards a beautiful wooden watch, plus you get free sizing and free shipping. So I don't get anything from you entering, but I just would hate for you to miss out on this opportunity, especially around Christmas time. You could even give it as a gift. Whoa, lots of light happening. Yeah, the lighting is going to be really spotty because, as you guys know, I use natural light, so I'm sorry about that. But today's video is going to be an extension on my series about when a sign is mad at you. My last video was when a Taurus is mad at you, so check that out. And today's video is going to be something I know well, I guess, when a Gemini is mad at you. So if you guys watch my astrology videos, you know that I have a lot of Geminis in my life that I love. I love you, Geminis, and so I am pretty familiar with how to deal with them in all of their many, many forms. Now, I will say, if you clicked on this because a Gemini is mad at you, take a deep breath and sigh it out, because it's one of the least terrible signs to have mad at you. I promise you that. Just as an air sign in general, they just don't like to be mad for too long. They don't like to hold grudges. I found they've got so many things to do, so many things going on in their life, so many things going on in their lives, and so many things going on in their head that it just takes up too much space to just be mad and grudgy at someone. Plus, it holds them down. It makes them feel, they're not they don't savor holding grudges. So be glad that you're not dealing with a Scorpio or honestly even a Taurus. Some ways you may have made a Gemini mad at you. Definitely if you belittled them in any way, and you have to be cautious of this. They're not overly sensitive, but you need to be aware that they're proud of their intelligence. So if you belittled them or you made them feel stupid, be sensitive that they take that to heart. If you condescended them, especially in front of other people, if you made them feel like they weren't smart or as smart as you kind of were trying to put them in their place, even though they love joking and they're very funny, if you laughed at their embarrassment, I mean, you have to just kind of be mean to make a Gemini mad, honestly. They can be kind of petty in other ways, but yeah, if you condescended them, if you embarrassed them and you found it funny, if you questioned their intelligence, that's 100%. Because a lot of people do that to Geminis, because Geminis are very funny and they're often the life of the party, and people who are insecure kind of try to squash that or to make fun of it, or to, I don't know, try and get the attention away from the Gemini, which is just, I don't know, that will piss them off. My boyfriend's a Gemini, and the only couple times he's gotten really mad is when someone treats him like he's stupid. He was hanging out with friends and somebody made him feel stupid for not knowing a certain fact, like a geographical fact or something, and he got so mad when he was telling me this story. He was like, I was just so furious, and then obviously he fired back at the other person and made them feel stupid for things that he knows that they didn't know. So they will fire back like that, but he hates when people belittle him. And it was a social situation, so he felt even more embarrassed and like he was being made to look stupid. Nobody likes that, but Geminis, that's one thing they're not able to laugh off, really. If you ignore them or you interrupt them in a social scenario, that will piss them off. Trust me though, with the petty Geminis, if your attention is on somebody else, or you're not giving them enough attention in a social situation, or not letting them be the center of attention, the life of the party, they can get pretty mad because they're like, I was supposed to be your focus today. So definitely don't put them on the back burner in social situations. If you try to overpower them socially, that will piss them off. Like I've said, if you don't appreciate that they're funny and that they're witty, they will get irritated with you. But most of all, I would say They don't like to be condescended to, made to feel stupid, or socially excluded. They're not always outwardly obviously mad. So some signs that they might be mad is that they do what you did to them. They belittle you, they will come after you with kind of something mean to say, but it's disguised as a joke, so they'll be like, laugh it off, it's no big deal. They will make you feel stupid. In the example I gave with my boyfriend, yeah, he felt stupid, so he fired back and made that other person feel stupid. Like, well, you don't know anything about blah, 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 and I know all about that, so do you want to talk about that? Like, they will one-up you with making you feel stupid, and they're pretty good at it. So that will be in person. They'll make kind of mean jokes and try to embarrass you and then be like, laugh it off, it was just a joke. So it's not so fun. Online, or like, you know, texting and stuff, they'll probably stop talking to you and reaching out to you, but their social media will give them away, okay? Those are one of those signs that when they're upset, they are all over their social media. I also know when the moon is in Gemini, I get like that too. But you just want to say everything on social media. They will subtweet like nobody's business. Like, I really effing hate people who think they know everything and they clearly don't, and then they just look stupid. Don't you hate that? I also really hate people that think they're really cute and they're actually not, and everyone like they are just totally, they will subtweet you, but so specifically too. Like, oh my god, I hate people that still use soy in their drinks. I mean, it isn't 2005. Like, you know, just really specific, like, yikes, all over the social media. Gemini thing is like, if the shoe fits, it's probably about you, okay? They will stop inviting you places and including you in social situations because they just don't want to be around you, and they are happy in social situations and when they're out and about. So they just won't communicate with you, they won't include you. Yeah, but most of all, they'll just get really critical of you and sarcastic with you, and then just disguise it as a big joke because they're known to be the jokers, and so they can get away with it like that. And Geminis have done that to me definitely, where they'll like make a little joke or like get real sarcastic with you really fast and make you feel so stupid. Someone did it to me recently out of nowhere. Oh, I mean, okay, my friend is a Gemini, and if she's watching this, sorry, but we were eating and she had like a stuffed nose or something, and she's like, I can't breathe out of my nose, this is so weird. And I'm like, oh yeah, like your sinuses are inflamed. And she goes, wow, thank you, I didn't know that. And I was like, ugh. I think she realized, and she was like, no, it's okay. But like, that was like, ugh, like, I'm so sensitive like that. So yeah, they'll just kind of like really, here is how to remedy it. So as I say, basically with any angry sign, everybody needs breathing room. You know, unless there are those signs that come to you and they want to fix things now and they want to talk about it now, give them breathing room. And if you've done something wrong, this goes beyond astrology, apologize. If you've done something wrong, you need to acknowledge you've done something wrong and apologize, because it goes a long way. If that doesn't remedy the situation, there might be other things you need to do, or you might just need to wait. But in general, you should always apologize if you know you've done something wrong. You don't just need to be like, shut up about it. I would apologize to them in person if you can, because they're pretty good communicators. They'll be fine talking with you in person, and they'll probably prefer it. Plus, looking you in the eye will give them more of like this human connection and able to be a little bit more emotional. They're not deeply, deeply emotional most of the time if we're just talking about, you know, Gemini sun or moon or Mars. So avoid over emotional babble. It doesn't really go over with them well. It just kind of makes them uncomfortable, and it doesn't soften their heart. So for you to be like, you are like a sister to me, and I just like, explain why you did what you did, you know, explain your thought process so they can try and understand why you did what you did, but avoid, you know, the sob story stuff. It's not gonna work with them. Once you've apologized, once you've taken the initiative to remedy the situation, go out and do your thing. Be social if you're social. Keep living your life, because in the petty sense, once a Gemini sees that you're having a good time, sees maybe on your social media, your Snapchat, that you're out with people, you're having fun, which is basically what you guys used to do, they're gonna be like, you know what? They were fun, and you know what? I think I'm over this. I'm ready to partay. If you've done something really bad, that's different. But this is just a situation where they're just upset with you. If they see that you're back to yourself, you're having a good time, they want to be included in that. So it's not going to be too long before they reach out and try to basically get your whole party going again. Another really important thing for Geminis, especially if it's like something that, I don't know, they just can't seem to get over, you have to let them vent. It's hard because it's really hard to hear critical things about yourself, or you never know what the Gemini might say because they have those, like, that quicksilver tongue and that way that can be, you know, they can talk to you and say one thing and like put you in tears, at least me. But you have to let them vent because they need to talk it out. They need to communicate and they need to just like get it off their chest. So it's very, very important to them that they feel like they're being listened to. They feel like their opinion and their side of things is being listened to and acknowledged. So you'll often find with those people like, well, that's like, you're not listening to my side, or that's my side of the story, or, you know, they're often, the problems with Geminis is that you guys usually will just not match up on how you're seeing a situation. It's not that you have like vastly different morals or something, especially if you're friends. It's just they see the situation in a very different way than you did. So it might be nice and give you some insight to listen to their side of the story. You have to let them talk it out, especially if you want to continue a long-lasting relationship of any kind with a Gemini, because if they don't talk it out, there's that resentment, and you don't want that mean, sarcastic, cutting Gemini around, okay? It's not a good time. But as I said, they're not those signs that will just hold on to grudges for forever. So, you know, of course, considering other things in their chart. But based on this video, like if there's a lot of Gemini in the chart, you're gonna be fine, don't worry. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, amazing week, whatever you're doing, whenever you're watching this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me for yet another video. I appreciate all your comments and your support, and you guys just make me so happy. So I will see you next week. Love you so much. Mwah! Bye, guys.